behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Palm Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got another great interview coming up for you in just a couple moments. But before we get into that, feel free to subscribe and hit the bell there here on YouTube. And every time a new episode comes your way, you'll be notified. And we'd love to hear from you in the comment section, so leave us a comment there. And if you're on Facebook, go to facebook.com/Palm Mash TV and feel free to like the page and comment on everything you see, and send us an inbox. We'd love to hear from you there as well. And also, if you want to email us, it's palmmashtv, all one word, @gmail.com. And it's not just for bands and solo artists that want to be on the show, but if you're just simply a fan, we'd love to hear from you at that same email address. And all this is going to be recapped at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. From Birmingham, Alabama, today we have Jay Fresh, a very talented artist. I think you're going to agree with us there, and we're going to get to that interview in just a moment. But first, here's a quick word from Small World TV, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
Take a look at all of the types of shows we're seeking. Let us help you share your creativity. For more information, email us at smilepublishing007@gmail.com, or you can visit our website, swtvgetyourchannel.now.site.
Okay, everybody, it's interview time as promised, and with us from Birmingham, Alabama, we have Jay Fresh. Thanks for joining us, Jay.
Man, thank y'all for having me on today, man. I really appreciate y'all for having me on, and I'm glad the the holiday spirit is around, so I appreciate it, man. I really do. I really do.
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. And I want to thank Stephanie Borrego for getting this together. And
first shout out to her. Yes.
Why don't you start by giving me the usual question I ask around here? I usually ask about how you got started in the artist business. I mean, everyone has their own story, so tell us a little bit how you got started.
Okay, well, the way that I got started, I was young, man. Like I said, I was literally, I say 6. You know what I'm saying? And music has just always been a part of me. Like, I've always loved music. And the funny thing about it is, like, I used to listen to Tupac growing up a lot, really.
Mm-hmm.
And I really did. He was the person that they played in my house most was Tupac all the time. Like, every album, I knew it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all they played. You know what I'm saying? That's how my stepfather played. And so I started listening to that, and I'm like, well, maybe one day, maybe I can try some rapping. And when I first started, I was horrible. I'm not going to even lie to you. I was horrible. It was bad, because, at 6 to 7, 8, you don't know what you're really talking about. You just rapping because you hear something and then you'd be like, oh, well, let me rap about this. And let me see if I can make it sound like, and it was bad. It was horrible. But the first thing was, when I was a kid, I took this, literally this stocking, and I put it under the clothes hanger. It was weird, but I had a clothes hanger and a stocking, and I put the stocking over the clothes hanger, and it was like I was rapping into a microphone. Mm-hmm. And I fell in love with it ever since, and that's all I've been doing ever since. You know how they say you got to have a backup plan. And it's so weird because when I was young, I didn't want to do nothing. I didn't want to be nothing but a musician or artist, and because I love music, it's soul to me, it's real deep to me. It means something. So that was my journey. I would literally, like I said, at just a young age, that's what I did. I was always just music, walking around the house, just talking about music, walking around the house, trying to sing, can't sing, walking around the house rapping and just doing everything about music, and it stuck with me. And when I say it stuck with me, it really stuck with me. It took me through high school, it took me through when I graduated from high school. My first show literally was in the 7th grade. I was at a talent show. That was my first show ever. And can I tell you the story? I want to tell you the story about it this time, So I'm gonna tell you the story. But the thing is, so we had this talent show, right? And when we had this talent show, I practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced because I was gonna be in front of people. That's my first time ever being in front of people. So I'm like, I don't want to mess up. I want it to be perfect. I want everything to go the way it's supposed to go. And what I did was I had the CD, I played the beat CD over and over, wrote my own lyrics, and just kept doing it over and over and over and over and over until that big day came. And the funny thing is, it was weird because when it was my time to go, the beat scratched up. So I couldn't use the beat. So I had to choose right then and there. Either I could stop and just walk off, or I could do it a cappella and see how it sounds. So I took it a cappella and they went crazy for it. They loved it, and then ever since then, it was just shows, Christmas shows, Halloween shows, Black History shows, Career Day shows, more talent shows, all through school. And that's what they knew me by. So, yeah, and that was my first leap. So that was my first leap.
Oh, okay. Well, that's quite a story there, Jay. You mentioned Tupac a minute ago. I assume he's one of your influences. And did you have other influences as well?
Yeah, Tupac really was an influence to me. And it was like all the old school music was. It was like not like it was weird because it was like old school, like R&B music, And I was like, I love R&B music. And for the rap side, KRS-One, Oh Dirty Bastard, you know what I'm saying? Redman, Method Man, all of that back in the day around that time, Tupac, Biggie too, you know what I'm saying? Can't forget Biggie. You know what I'm saying? So Biggie, Bone Thugs, 3 6 Mafia, all of that era, I loved it. You know what I'm saying? So they all really influenced me. You know what I mean? They really all influenced me. And like I said, it was just an honor because like music is waves. It's like the best thing ever. You know what I'm saying? And that was my influence though. They really did influence me and took me to where, like I said, right now I'm wearing shout out to the Outlaws right now. I'm affiliated with the Outlaws. You know what I'm saying? So that's a beautiful thing too. So, and obviously you can tell it rubbed off because I love this hoodie. Like people don't think I'd be having other clothes because I only wear this hoodie because I love it so much, So yeah, it's a big influence, big influence. So yeah.
Yeah, those are some great ones you just mentioned there, and they're obviously legends. So I can understand how you got your sound from all that. If anybody's watching this right now, they might want to get in touch with you somehow. Tell everybody how we can get in touch with you.
Okay, if you want to get in contact with me, you can actually Google me. I'm actually Google verified. It's J Fresh, but it's JAI. Instead of JAY, it's JAI space Fresh. And I'm Google verified. I am everywhere. Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Amazon, overseas, Spanish channels, Pandora. I'm everywhere. So if y'all want to get in contact with me, just type in J Fresh. My Instagram pops up there. My Facebook pops up there. My Reverb pops up there. Everything just pops up there.
Okay, well, everybody go to those streaming sites and all those places he mentioned and download some of his music. I know Jay would love you for that. And speaking of music, we're getting ready to watch your video in just a moment here. It's called Bag Chasing, I do believe is the title. Is there a story behind that? Maybe it's self-explanatory, but tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, about bag chasing. So I grew up in the projects, basically. I grew up, Birmingham, Alabama. I grew up there. And the thing about that song, Bag Chasing, it's like no matter what you go through, you know what I'm saying? You can actually make it anywhere you want to make it. All you got to do, grind hard. You get to where you got to go get to. You can get to the bag. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's a motivational song to me. People call it a club song, but I feel like it's a motivational song. You feel me? And it's just like, it means the world to me. So that's why I called it Bag Chasing, because ever since I was a child, I've been chasing that bag. You know what I'm saying? So And basically, that's all I can really say about that one. And it's a club banger too. So hopefully
Yeah,
everybody loves it.
and it is a pretty good song, and I know everyone's dying to get into it. We'll get into that in a second, but I think that's all the time we have for right now, Jay. We thank you so much for coming on the show. We'd love to have you back again sometime. So if you ever have anything to plug, maybe you can come back.
Awesome. And can I give a couple shout outs real quick if it's fine?
Oh, sure, go ahead.
Because first of all, I want to thank my moms, for everything. I want to thank Stephanie, of course, for everything, for us Lincoln. Free my bro, Young Hustler. Shout out to Cool. Shout out SSME the Gang. You know what I'm saying? That's my team, Southern Stars Millionaire Empire. Shout out SSME the Gang. Shout out SCNT. Shout out to the Outlaws. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to Bad Chasers also too. And my manager Portia too. So, just shout out to all of them. And just shout out to you too, man, because you the man. And you know that.
Well, yeah, you made my day, buddy.
Oh, I'm glad I could. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it.
Okay, well, let's get right to the song Bad Chasing by Jay Fresh right here on Paul Mash TV. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it is, man. It's by Jay Fresh. Gotta go get to the bag, you feel me? Ain't no more playing with this shit, man. Tell me, gotta go paper chasing, gotta go get it, you feel me? That's for all the hustlers out there, man. For all the hustlers, man. I mean, all the hustlers. Man, funny, y'all know time. Gotta go get to the bag. Brand new feet, plus about these tags. I ain't got time while you look so mad. Want me down, but you can't do that. Yeah, gotta go get to the bag. Brand new house, that's my brand new pad. I ain't got time, I'ma stack this cash. About $150 laying out on the dash. Yeah, gotta go get to the bag. Brand new feet, plus about these tags. I ain't got time while you look so mad. Want me down, but you can't do that. Yeah, gotta go get to the bag. Brand new house, that's my brand new pad. I ain't got time, I'ma stack this cash. About $150 laying out on the dash. I'm a champion, just watch me grind. Only 29, but I'm in my prime. I don't understand, father sending me signs. Gotta watch close, cause it's about that time. Tank fold up, I'm on this mission. Remember back then, me and dad went fishing. Talking so much if I just would've listened. I ain't going mad, I just thought I should miss it. All that time for the lies of mission. Fake ass love, I ain't even tryna heal. Guess you might go, what's the brain, need pain. You want success, but I want the same thing. Driven to the crop, chase all these bills. I know my lifetime, I done seen about a meal. Big boy status, I've been playing in the field. Won't stop, go, gotta watch for the yield. Don't show Lord that it get you killed. I know a couple hitters and I put it on drill. Try to look nice in the tight blue seal. I don't want a snack, girl, I want the whole meal. Catch me in Cali stacking up fettuccine. That shit look bad in that two-piece bikini. Let her rock for it, I'ma stick with Nike. I'm a bad chaser, ain't nobody like me. Yeah, gotta go get to the bag. Brand new fit, plus about these tags. I ain't got time while you look so mad. Want me down, but you can't do that. Yeah, gotta go get to the bag. Brand new house, that's my brand new pad. I ain't got time, I'ma stack this cash. About $150 laying out on the dash. Yeah, gotta go get to the bag. Brand new fit, plus about these tags. I ain't got time while you look so mad. Want me down, but you can't do that. Yeah, gotta go get to the bag. Brand new house, that's my brand new pad. I ain't got time, I'ma stack this cash. About $150 laying out on the dash. Yeah, stay smoking on good earth. I'm so high, I'm a truck on the curb. Been the big boss, can't pay my dues. Can't fall off, man, I'm on my 1-2. X my sport, but I like to play test. Smoke so much pet just to ease my stress. Won't quit now, cause I took that road. It hurt me so bad, now my heart turned cold. Switch situation, teeth damn near froze. I ain't about to brag, I deserve these dough. Rolling through the city, just think about them days. Try to run around, I'm about to get paid. Rockstar light tote, this heavy metal. For your big day, I'ma leave you something special. Came from Alabama, that's my stomping ground. Take a little tour in my little town. All about bread, I can feed these bitches. Tryna stay clean, I ain't tryna go to prison. Love my old girl, wanted too much attention. I just seen it happen cause she was penny pinching. Don't call now when you see the gold penny. I don't want love, I'ma stay independent. Don't call now when you see the gold penny. I don't want love, I'ma stay independent. Yeah. Gotta go get to the bag. Brand new fit, plus I pop these tags. I ain't got time while you look so mad. Want me down, but you can't do that. Yeah, gotta go get to the bag. Brand new house, that's my brand new pad. I ain't got time, I'ma stack this cash. About a buck 50 laying out on the dash. Yeah, gotta go get to the bag. Brand new fit, plus I pop these tags. I ain't got time while you look so mad. Want me down, but you can't do that. Yeah, gotta go get to the bag. Brand new house, cause my brand new pad. I ain't got time, I'ma stack this cash. About a boy 50 laying out on the dash. Yeah.